We'll see what happens.
Welcome. Uh,
Oh no.
yeah,
Oh no.
yeah. We could I guess we just start with a little preliminary talking. I guess because we should
Uh,
probably just handle it like how we handle, a regular.
yeah, I know that usually niggas be like waiting for people to come in. Last time it took about 3 minutes with no ads, so we could just bullshit for 3 minutes. I just wish I'd have had this motherfucker like counting down or some indication that it was happening
That it
like
was happening on, yeah.
right at 8. You know what I'm saying? So
Do
that's
they when you was messing around? Did you see any like option like countdown anything like that?
nope. This is shit that I'm gonna have to be learning. Like, like honestly, I ain't even expect this one to kind of turn in and start feeling like the big deal that it's ended up feeling like just now.
Right. Yeah,
Cause
but that was one of the things I was feeling like. I think I said it last time. Like it's probably gonna be an issue. Like
yeah,
every time, it's gonna be something different. That's why they do the countdowns.
right. That's why people do them countdowns. Yeah, welcome to one person that came in so far.
Oh, welcome, welcome.
Pardon the lateness.
Yeah,
This is our first, so we still, still learning about shit. I ran into some technical difficulties coming in.
indeed.
Just, and I'm trying to figure out. Oh, okay. So the live chat shit, I can't see it. Yeah, you know why I tried to fuck with the computer to do it this time because I was thinking it would be easier to like monitor the live chat and do this shit all at one time. Like, and then I don't want to be picking up the phone or to move the chat. I just
Yeah,
thought it
yeah,
was more stable and shit. But
yeah. You got your finger all in the camera and shit.
right, that shit. So that shit. But that shit ended up costing us 20 minutes.
It's the way of the road. We waiting for a couple more people. We probably get really started. And
Yeah, we don't get nobody in about 5 minutes. Give it 5 minutes. Just
we
give it.
get
There we go. Look at that. Welcome, y'all.
yeah,
We about 5 minutes to let people come in before we really get to talking about anything.
for
Uh,
sure.
but
The today's topic, etiquette, right? The
mm,
importance of etiquette.
what's up, TB? TIC
What's going
8
on?
1982. What's going on?
EE82. What's going on, brother?
We appreciate your presence. You could be anywhere in the world right now, but you
You
here with
here
us.
with us, man. I appreciate that.
Well,
we ain't
don't
really
don't
nothing too
but I
crazy.
overlook the importance of that. I appreciate that greatly.
Nah, for sure, for sure. That
you
was
all
definitely the thing. I mean, we got a couple people in. We might want to probably get started now.
right. Yeah, we got some people in here now. So we today I wanted to talk about first of all, I would tell y'all like I kind of jumped out of my strategy because originally when I was thinking about doing this live, I was trying to think about how to do it and all of this type of shit, and
Right,
I wa- I wanted to do like kind of a recap or go back over kind of a lot of the things that we talked about in the last season, and but I ended up just going ahead and putting the subject on it. So today's subject is going to be the importance of etiquette, especially in our community, Black people. Actually, etiquette is really important in every space. Little do people know, including your house with your spouse. You know what I'm
now
saying?
that's the most important place, if anything.
Yeah, a lot of people overlook that, but that shit is extremely important. That is, if you have any desire to keep your damn family together and your relationship straight. So it's also, also, hey, what's up, sis? What's going on? uh, this is it's also I mean, shit, friendships, right? You got friendships friendships coming in. You ain't gonna be friends with somebody that's constantly disrespecting you, right? How long is that friendship gonna last, right?
Yeah, we know that's not lasting long.
All right. So, you know, etiquette. And then I noticed, like, especially nowadays, etiquette is fucked up out here.
It's far and few in between. You know, as a if I may add, as a youngin, like a smaller, because I'm still young, but when I was
Mhm.
really in my adolescence coming up, I would always get told I had manners. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I'm just like, I thought that was what we should have, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that was the quota.
Right. That's how the further back you go, that's how I was raised. Like, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, a lot of niggas' problem out here nowadays, for real, grown adults, is that niggas be forgetting the shit that they learned in kindergarten.
Mm-hmm.
And you be acting like you don't gotta remember this shit. Like, nigga, you had to share the blocks in kindergarten. Nigga, you had to say please, thank you,
Yep.
you're welcome, I'm sorry. Like, those words don't actually go out of style just because you got older and you got an ego.
Right.
You know
Because
what
you
I'm saying?
strong and whatnot. Right.
Those words will save your fucking life sometimes. You know what I'm saying? They'll save your family. They can save a lot of things.
They can save a lot.
A lot of things. They're very valuable words, actually. So, you know, etiquette is way more important than people have remembered. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Choose to acknowledge because people, like just everyday interactions with how people go about it. Or your DoorDash when you're ordering your DoorDash food, and when you're putting your order in at a restaurant. A lot of people are just disrespectful, or just no
Oh,
courtesy, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you gotta make my food because I'm paying, and
yo,
just a bunch of bullshit. Like,
right there, you touched on some shit. I got pet peeves. One of them, two. I got one of them. One of my pet peeves is motherfucking having niggas in my car, right? Nigga disrespect, and the niggas start mouthing off either at the drive-through or at a traffic stop. Yeah, I hate that shit. Like, niggas be arguing with the bitch in the speaker and shit at the drive-through. Ah, bitch, I said cheese. I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up and let me order because this bitch got our food, nigga, and she got my food too.
yeah, like my shit with your shit, nigga. What the
She got both of our shit before we get it, and I can't see her. I need you to be nice to this hoe right now.
Come on, man. You being disrespectful to the damn intercom lady, like she don't hand, like she can't just, you know what I'm saying,
You
right
know what I'm
before she hand it
saying?
to you. Like,
Like, yo, nigga don't be thinking about that type of shit when they be like puffing up at the chest about this and that. And say, yo, Virgin, you have to learn when you have the handle of the sword and when you got the fucking blade, man. You can't be all all disrespectful and shit when a nigga got a gun to your head, man. Like, that shit just. I mean, now if you interested in living, like if you know you're gonna die, like
yeah, yeah, it's a parameter for that, but for the most part, niggas don't carry themselves in an understanding of like leverage. Without going too far off, just to speak on that, like when our brothers and sisters get pulled over by police is a good example. That's the perfect example where you should have proper etiquette and you should understand that this nigga has his life in your hands right now. You probably don't want to talk shit to this nigga. You don't want to piss him off or anything like that. But you know,
and this false ego we get from just and this emotional shit. Like, we've been bred, my people been bred to be emotional, and now we breeding ourselves to be emotional. Like, we don't even have no respect for the masculine principle no more. So, it's like nigga be all emotional and they don't even understand. Like, you gotta understand the science. Police are like dogs. Police are like any animal. Like, they sense fear,
mm-hmm,
and then they become fearful because fear is contagious.
mm-hmm.
And then when you all jittery or when you all aggressive and shit, they gonna return your energy right back to you, even if they wasn't on that when they pulled you over, my nigga. So it's like you gotta be in control of self at all times. Like you can't just be mad because this nigga pulled you over for no reason. That's his goddamn job, fool. Like, now I know once we get into legal scholarship and shit, yeah, we can get into all of that. But at the end of the day, the law it operates for niggas to solve conflicts with what etiquette and
Mm-hmm.
decorum. That's kind of what the law is there
That's what it's for. Exactly.
so keep what etiquette and what decorum when you dealing with the law or the agents of the law. Let them get out of line emotionally. That's your advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to think about that. Like you don't want to be the one constantly out of character, out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? All of that because that gives always lends them more justification. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's a bitch ass system. I get it. Like bitches do that to us, right? But them niggas have guns though, so that's where it's
That's pretty heavy right there.
not the same. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be the bitch. Like bitches like to argue. They know they can't beat. You don't do that as a man.
If you know you can't take on the challenge, you just sit back and you eat whatever you handle it however appropriate you can. But you don't buck up if you know you can't handle it.
I mean, you use strategy. That's what it boils down to. As a man, strategy is key. Keeping your head is key. Um, and not throwing your life away because your life is a resource. Now, I'm not like, there's things I'm willing to die for.
Right.
There's things I'm not willing to die for, right?
Right. Exactly.
So you got to figure out how you want to literally spend your life. You know what I'm saying? As a man, when it comes to that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, so just do the math. Do the math.
Do the math. For real.
Alright,
Facts. Do the math. Is it worth
alright,
it? You know what I'm saying?
alright.
Let's you know, etiquette. What was we was talking about? Out in the streets. Did you have any more examples, maybe, for
Well,
how people we
the
should
big,
carry?
here's what makes it the big issue for me. The reason why I even wanted to do an episode and said and talk about the importance of etiquette is because our people are not fucking aware, even though y'all know.
Hmm.
When I bring this up, y'all gonna know. But you're not aware and you don't live with a day-to-day understanding of just how many lives we lose every day off of simple lack of etiquette,
Mm.
off of not respecting each other. Okay?
Let's get into it. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I wanted to do an episode on etiquette because really it's a conversation that probably needed to be started in our community because a lot of niggas get in gunplay over dirty looks in the club and shoves and pushes without excuses and just stupid shit like that.
Stupid shit, right? Like the step on my shoe in the club bullshit. Like,
Sorries. I mean, that's a cliche, but it has happened. You know what I'm saying? And just depending on the vibes between niggas, simple lack of etiquette. And here's the thing: I've been in prison, like federal prison, around a lot of very serious men, and I tell you, like, it's what I tell women all the time. Is like, you think you big and bad talking to me crazy, and I'm just kind of letting you do it, right? But what you don't understand is that when you in a room full of fucking monsters, real monsters, and niggas, every nigga know everybody in there get busy, you're gonna see something surprising in that room. You're gonna see some impeccable etiquette between niggas. Because every nigga in there know that every nigga is a killer, okay? And we know that shit get dark in here real quick off of just one slight off vibe, right? And niggas ain't come here today to see who's the biggest monster. So you're gonna see a lot of niggas when you see men that's really men operating with each other, unless there's something that need to be handled, you're gonna see some etiquette.
For
Okay?
sure.
And you're gonna see some impeccable etiquette, at least as far as niggas vibe, as far as how they vibe with each other. Because sometimes everybody got different relationships, look different. But trust me, when niggas don't want it to get bloody, they get polite. Okay?
No, that's a that might be on a put that on a shirt. You don't want it to get bloody, get polite. Like
Dead ass. Dead ass. When niggas don't want it to get bloody, they get polite. And so I don't be knowing, I don't be understanding sometimes how women be operating. You know what I'm saying? Because when certain things happen and certain things is going down, especially when it's going down between men, but when you get into it with a man and this man tell you, okay, I'm done, and he walk off, or he
hmm
like walk out that house,
Yep.
or he be like warning you, like, bitch, don't say another word, and you just
Word.
keep going. I don't be understanding that because if you ever been to prison and you see a nigga that don't not really confident with knowing how to defend himself, he not the loudest nigga in there now. When a nigga telling you shut up, he's not like disrespecting your right.
That niggas.
Like, I'm angry right now and I don't want to hurt you, so please stop talking. Is another way of saying that. Shut the fuck up, though.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? This is like shit you gotta observe between creatures. You know what I'm saying? It's like etiquette, right?
Yeah, that shit matters.
Etiquette. And we teach our children etiquette, but then
We don't do it exactly, which is the thing because I'm big on telling my little ones, what every time I give them some, where's your please, where your thank you, just so they know, like when you receive something, nigga, you need to show that person that you are thankful for them giving it to you. You know, nobody
exactly,
gotta give you shit.
exactly, not a
No,
goddamn thing. And you
not
gonna learn the older you get. You gonna learn the older you get. Niggas got to give you, I don't care who they are. They ain't got to give you a motherfucking thing. And
exactly.
their children this shit, but you don't practice it. And then what they do, you
Art.
say one thing, but you know how kids are. They ain't fools. They're like, yeah, I heard you.
But I'm
Watch
watching you too.
it.
Exactly. I'm watching you too, and you ain't doing what you telling me to do.
I'm watching you though too. I'm watching you closer than any nigga on this planet. Little do you know. Cause you know,
Thanks.
I'm watching you closer than any other nigga on this planet if I'm living in the house with you. So don't tell me no bullshit. And kids,
They
listen,
pick up on bullshit, man.
motherfuckers be thinking they slow and they stupid. No,
No.
they just quiet. I'm watching because you can fuck me up, but I see you, nigga.
That's all it is. And I know because I still remember how I was looking as a kid. Nigga just you watching, you seeing everything going on. You even picking up on shit that they possibly think they hiding from you, but you just know what the hell is happening. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm watching you, like, and I'm not stupid, and then them niggas be learning. They This might be some shit they don't understand right now, but and this is why motherfuckers, when the kid get about teenage years, they turn into monsters on niggas
mm-hmm.
because you ain't showed them nothing but that you a monster, right?
And all they doing is like what it, and they like, well, everything you done taught me is bullshit because you don't follow it, and I'm at a point where I feel like I could step to you.
And then they gonna break you down. They gonna deconstruct you because they've been watching you. And then you, as a parent, you know where you. And some of the shit they say is gonna be wrong, right? Because they don't understand the world that well yet. They don't. They ain't been in the position to work and to provide for this little nigga that don't do nothing but eat and take and you know. Love him anyway, though. But
But this nigga
they,
is he's sucking
yeah,
up way too many resources. Like,
they ain't never been in that situation. There's a lot of shit the kid don't understand, but a lot of shit they do understand more than you think. You
hmm
know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, like kids ain't toys. A lot of time women have these kids, like, especially when they're young, little girls more. So have the kids and they almost regard them like toys. Like, always want to have a baby like it's a Barbie doll and shit. But these are dangerous creatures, actually, especially because they grow up. And so you gotta respect them niggas, right? Even though they're kids, right?
Yeah.
And so that's a thing. Another thing, etiquette. People don't understand. That's why
Etiquette between the parent and the child, right?
you got fucking asshole pedophiles running around because a lot of adults don't understand. There's an etiquette between everything.
Mm.
Every relation, even if you dominate and you in a dominant position, there's an etiquette that you have to observe with your underlings, or you might find that motherfucker flip the table, get flipped on you, and flip
That nigga
flip
got
the table.
nigga, hey, he tired of this shit. Look, fuck. Get the flipper shit. I'm tired. Fuck no.
Goddamn poker game done. I'm sick of you cheating, bitch. Yeah.
I'm sick of you cheating, nigga.
hmm
Yeah,
So
no, for sure.
understanding your etiquettes and your positions in life and how that whole shit work. And it start real basic shit. Like I said, niggas be forgetting the shit they learned in kindergarten and acting like everybody else wrong all the motherfucking time.
Hmm.
You ain't said sorry in 42 years, motherfucking, but you wonder why everybody don't like you. Cause you's a fucking asshole.
You
That's why.
asshole. It's funny. That reminds me of a situation I just went through. You know, the brother. I would say he probably a nigga that is. You explained him in that one sentence. That nigga probably ain't say sorry for the last 20 years or so. Like that. That nigga just been doing foul shit. Ain't say sorry to nobody. One of the things cause we went out for his birthday or whatever at a little club or whatever. And nigga was sauced up and he ends
Mhm,
up getting a little emotional, telling me how he feel all fucked up. None of his family and sisters and whatnot fuck with him and shit.
mhm.
Just for his ass to turn up later off that same shit and fuck up a couple of my shit in the crib, and me and him don't fuck with each other. Nigga don't know how to say. Nigga ain't say sorry yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
why your family don't fuck with you?
this why the family doesn't fuck with you, brother. Like
You ain't got the goddamn it's not rocket science, bro. Niggas be acting like their life be rocket science. You know what's wrong with you.
that's
And
why
when
you crying in the club off of alcohol, brother.
like niggas be knowing what's wrong with them. And then that shit too. Like you don't like, bro, you a motherfucking alcoholic and you be out of control on that drink. And at least when you sober up, come over here and say, yo, I'm I'm sorry, brother. Cause motherfuckers done gone through all kind of shit with your dumb ass over some shit like that. I man homies like that, and it's like, nigga, but that shit, like when you was a kid, when y'all niggas is 20, fucking 16, 18 and shit, okay. It ain't cool, but it's more understandable. By the time you get to nigga like my age, 40, 30,
Yeah,
and
28. When you get to like 28 and
you're
up,
late 20s and up, like, bro,
that shit be like, nah, bro. You got
you
to
need
get
to
away
start,
from me.
yeah, you need to start getting a handle on that or figuring that out, or because this is why old niggas don't have friends. Yo, I'm telling you, you never have as many friends as you have
As a
when
child.
you're a kid. Like in school and all that, and you walk in the halls with 500 other kids and all that dumbass shit. It's cool, but that's when you learn that, like, back because and I learned, I figured this shit out. It's like because when you young, everybody's still a little innocent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody still got a little sense and sanity. The world hasn't gotten to everybody yet.
Right.
So you could be buddy, best friends, spend all the time in the world together. But then as you start getting older, the evils start getting the niggas. You
Right.
know? And the shit starts bending your friends out of character, out of what you knew them to be and shit like that. Nigga, it could be anything.
Right.
Sometimes it is, and sometimes it's drugs, and sometimes it's women, and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it's just a fucked up accident. Yeah, like shit just be happening.
life be lifing on niggas, right?
Life be
And
life.
I be looking at little kids sometimes, they little eyes and shit. I be like, boy,
You
fuck you
don't
up,
know.
boy. I feel for you, kid. You about to go through it, but
But
stay strong. Stay
you about to go through life, brother.
strong.
I
You about
hope
to go
you're ready.
through this shit. This shit ain't a game, nigga. You gotta toughen up, nigga. And there ain't no other answer for it, cause this shit gonna do what it gonna do now.
Right, and you know, without getting off on it, I think that might be something we could talk about in a different one. You know, how the world is all soft. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going fucking soft. And everybody's excuse is to make the world softer instead of make me harder, you know, make me stronger.
Right. And niggas don't understand that's a funny thing, cause you just keep dynamic. So, see, a lot of y'all niggas can't find God because you think you just don't understand. Like God ain't about making you comfortable and luxurious and soft, my nigga. God is about making you better, which includes being tougher and more durable, wiser, things like that. Those are the gifts and the fruits of the spirit, my nigga. Not cars and Bentleys and goddamn a big salary and six-figure salaries and pretty stupid bitch. Like, like, nah, but niggas don't be on it because they be able up in church talking about this God blessed me, and a lot of
Yep.
times be looking at each other's Babylon success and being like, oh, this nigga's blessed.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what that nigga doing to get that.
Right.
You do not know it. That's why I don't be hating on nobody. I told you that before. That's why this one you know. That's why I don't hate on nobody because nigga, did I see a nigga riding behind the Bentley? That's his Bentley. Why? 'Cause I don't know what he doing to get that Bentley. I don't know.
I don't know. He could be
If
sucking dick to get
he
that
doing
Bentley.
something I would never do for no amount of money. And you know, if you bending over to have that Bentley, that's your Bentley. That's not my
That's he got a bend over Bentley. He got this nigga got a he got bent over for the
bent,
Bentley.
bent over Bentley. You can have that. That's not J. Rule's Bentley. That's your Bentley.
That's yours.
It's bent over Ben. That's him. That's you, bro. That's
That's
not.
you, cuz you bent over Bentley.
And they're hating on you if that's what it's worth or that's what you like and that's what you getting, then that's yours, bro. Like, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, I don't want it, so that's why I don't hate on people.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? Because what I get from being me, that's mine.
That's mine. Yeah, that's mine for sure.
That's mine for real.
Yeah.
Like in reality. The nigga don't live in reality.
Nah, we in this illusion thing. You
Everybody
know.
lives in illusion. Oh, thank you. S. Cara. S. Dot Cara.
Yes. Appreciate
Uh,
it. That's partly that, but that that illusion is partly why niggas don't forgot about etiquette. You know what I'm saying? Like just as an example, how the illusion has helped degrade etiquette. Just something I just came up with in my head. Cause my lady, she orders DoorDash, Instacart, all that shit. And
right.
like what I noticed, just do her interactions and other interactions, if I might say, because there's other people that I know that order from that shit. You know, there's not a lot of like, what can I say? There's no besides the tip. There's no generosity. You know what I'm saying? Let's say the guy, whoever's shopping for her food or whatever, for the groceries or whatever, forgets an item or replaces something with something that a nigga didn't like. You
Uh-huh.
know, it's always met with anger. You know what I'm saying? And a
Never
lot of
know
the time,
standing. Never know patience or
yeah, no
things
patience.
they like, but they don't never give each other. No understanding, no pay. But you want that shit when you in the wrong, though, right?
Right, right.
And how difficult is that to give? Like, okay, this nigga brought tater tots instead of fries? Am I gonna spaz on this nigga, or am I? Sometimes maybe you might be in the mood for tater tots, then you ain't even know it. Sometimes, yo, I've had shit like that happen. I just go with it. I be like, damn, I'm glad he did that shit.
But yeah, this shit actually turned out to be good. Like, nah, that's definitely true. Like, I've had experiences where you ordering out with a female, and you know, the food isn't exactly the way it's supposed to be, or it's not exactly the way it looks on the
And they make
picture.
a whole production out of that shit.
It becomes a movie. That's it, my nigga. Don't hand her the plate if it don't match the picture, bro. Don't.
Yo, I be like, yo, are you serious right now? Like, you got something to eat, bitch. You could be starving right now.
It's sustenance. Come on, I get it. There is some instances where it's warranted. I want to put that out there. Some niggas the same way like etiquette, right? We talking about etiquette on the customer side. Niggas who's working needs to put that etiquette in too. Like, stop working your job. Stop going to a job and you're not
Yo,
putting that.
public service announcement, nigga. If you don't like your job, it's not our fault, yo.
Look, we throwing our hands up. That ain't got nothing to do with us.
Nothing to do with me, yo. It's not our fault.
For sure, man. Cause niggas be back there bullshit knowing they know how to. They make. Like, I worked in fast food, so they make the shit easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like an assembly line just for everyone. I worked at Subway. I ain't work at too many after that, but I'm pretty sure it's the same. Nigga just nigga just put the damn patty, the meat, slide it down, boom. Somebody else throw the ketchup or something, close it, throw it in the heat warmer. Like,
Right,
you
right.
can make sure that you put the ketchup on there right, bro. Y'all don't gotta, you know what I'm saying? You don't gotta just because you don't give a fuck. You just doing whatever the niggas meals today. Shit.
I mean, you know, shit happens. I get it, but again, everybody knows. Like, cause here's the thing. Like I told you in the episode self. Everybody got that voice. Like, what you. Everybody know what you do. If you do what you do with a good attitude. So like, yo, if you don't want to be doing what you're doing, man, like sitting there with a bad attitude doing it, you don't even understand how you dooming yourself.
Mm,
You better off doing something that you damn near starving with.
right.
And it's hard to explain why that is, but it's got a lot more to do with personal health than it does to do with your financial. This is not business advice, although it is, because a lot of businessmen will tell you like, you got to do something. You have a pack. You know what I'm saying? So could be, but that's personal advice. Like,
Right.
if you want your personal well being, like, cause you gotta think about it. It's science shit. You got 4 hours in a day. You know what I'm saying? It's like 3/8, right?
Right.
So you fucking spend 8 or more hours working, tack on any type of commuting you gotta do to get there. That's part of the shit. Takes up too your job. What you do as a professional, that and under that paradigm, depending, because certain people do other shit that takes more or less of their time
Right.
to make ends meet.
Oh shit. Oh shit. No. Oh no, he about to come back. He's about to catch up.
What happened?
Nah, you had froze for a second. It's all good. You back in. You back in.
Oh
Yeah, you know them waves is fucking with the internet.
yeah,
If you remember where you was at.
yeah. I was saying that you spend too large a percentage of the hours of your life working to hate what you do. Because
Mm.
if you hate like a whole third of your life, more than a third of the time that you spend in your life, what does that kind of start meaning after a while?
For me, it sounds like that gonna just trickle into all your other shit that you got going on. We had
Yeah,
talked about that one time when we was talking about how they got the females as wardens in the prison and whatnot, and we was saying that well I'll let you say it if you remember. I think it was like
no, when I was in the feds, I would look at chicks who was sitting in there working, and I'm just looking at them like, I don't know what the fuck you doing in here. I would never want to work in prison as a woman. You should literally lock yourself in this cage in this zoo with niggas for fucking a third of your life every
Mhm.
day, and then you try to go home and be a woman.
Yeah, I remember one of my instance. It's funny because I had asked one of the warden ladies at one of my times. I asked her. Remember what I said? Does doing this job does doing this job create a disdain against black men for you? And she was like, she ended up specifically saying like no, because we all got a story, you know what I'm saying? It's just that in y'all story y'all got caught. That was kind of what she said. We laughed about it or whatever.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure maybe, with her maybe it's not, but other women, I'm sure, seeing that type of shit every day, it ain't gonna do nothing but have your respect go down for.
It can't do nothing other than, and her saying that, I'm not even going not to even try to just be argumentative, but I just know, like, I know what she sees. You know what I'm saying? This ain't men in their best state.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that be the problem. A nigga said this before. I can't remember who, but I think it was like it might have been that Charleston White nigga, I think, but he's right.
He be saying shit.
Yeah, he was like, the reason why was like aggressive and they don't like men is because whores see men in their worst state, like in their most lustful state all the time. That's the business they put themselves into. Ah,
Mm,
right. It's the business.
mm.
So they see like the pastor cheating on his wife and the niggas, this da 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 da. Just a lot of weird shit,
A lot of weird shit. Nah, for sure.
and a lot of weird niggas. But you gotta take like it was like me selling weed back in the day when it was really like legal. Like a lot of shit I experienced in the street, I had to take responsibility for. That's the field I put myself in.
Right.
That's why I'm experiencing certain shit. That's why I'm seeing things through this lens because I'm selling weed. So I deal with street niggas. Shit, and so that brings very specific kind of issues.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? When
for
you
sure.
rub up with different kind of people, you don't have to worry about a lot of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I agree. That was an interesting way to put it, because like all things that happen in this world by people, we choose to do them. You know what I'm saying? And people end up forgetting, that they made that choice. And like you said, I think the main thing is that people don't have, you know, the connection, the right stats up here to make that connection, like how you did. Oh, I'm
Mhm.
selling weed, so this is why I'm viewing my brethren like this, because these niggas, you know what I'm saying? These niggas is trying to get at me, and it's because I got this product that they want. That's what, you was able to come to that understanding. It's not right, but you was able to see that. Some other people, they probably, for the whores or that topic that we was talking about, the whores that go through those through those things, they probably didn't put that together. You know, like I see past it like this because I'm here doing this. I wouldn't just.
Most women don't do that though. They don't. They like start in the law in the when they looking at situations where they feel like they've been wronged. A lot of the time, I notice they start in the chain of cause and effect where they want to, instead of from the beginning.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time, when you're looking at a story, if you read it from the beginning, it all makes sense.
right.
But if you just pop in a story where the nigga just slapped her, right? You're gonna be like, "Oh my God, she's in an abusive relationship. Get her out of there. Kill that man."
Yeah, you about to be
You
the simp economy. You about to come save her.
you don't know why he did that. You can't really start in the law in the chain of events where you feel like starting that. You know what I'm saying? But
No, for sure.
that is that is why at the end of the day, the Most High is ultimately the only qualified judge, because really the whole story is very very long.
And it does matter.
But
And it does matter for sure. No.
it does matter. You know what I'm saying? Because depending on what you're trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
But you got
Right.
yeah,
If you're trying to judge a nigga's character, you kind of got to look at that whole nigga whole story.
yeah,
To an extent, I mean,
yeah. No, like a lot, like because I'm telling you, there's shit that like let me see, like okay, so I could go in, but you know what I mean. I ain't gonna like because there's like like motherfuckers be looking at history and read now they seeing shit different, right?
hmm
That come from you not knowing the whole story.
right, right.
You've been judging a character off of what these motherfuckers been telling you, right?
hmm
But not reality, because you didn't know the whole story. Like motherfuckers be reevaluating a lot of historical figures now. You go back to the king. Oh, you didn't know communist. Oh, you didn't know this and that. Oh, you didn't know. You didn't know the whole story,
Right.
right? So you judge his character off of what you saw him do,
hmm That
not
is
what you
true.
saw, not what you didn't see him do.
Not what you didn't see him do. Right. He did a lot of shit you ain't see him do. So,
You know what I'm saying? Shit. Uh, a lot of women was ready to tarnish that man and drop him as a historical hero just because they learned he cheated on his wife and that was his thing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that is true.
So judging character apparently also depends a lot on priorities, right?
Yeah,
And what people prioritize.
that's true.
Prioritize. Yeah.
Right, because yeah. Oh, I don't want to. We're not gonna do that. But that reminded me of that conversation we had about Trump. If you remember what we were saying, but we can't. I don't think we're gonna be able to get too deep with that one without possibly getting striked. So we'll just
Oh,
pass on that. But
y'all not free to speak against the king up there no more.
well, no, it was just it was that island. We was talking about the island too, and all of that crap. And we was kind of basically
Oh,
saying that if he's the better Troy, that whole spiel.
yeah, yeah.
But the concept though was still true enough
Yeah,
though. You know what I'm saying? If you want to
priority.
flesh
You
out
know,
that concept on that.
yeah, priority. And then you just understanding what's really going on, man. Like, yeah, situation. Everybody wants that situation. They want the list and all of that. They all aiming this fury at Trump, but wait a minute, y'all kind of knew this going for a while with a lot of stars, and as long as they was public,
hmm
okay. You don't like this man, so now it's like you want blood, but you want him only. Yeah,
Right.
this whole Hollywood shit, all of this shit, a lot of this shit.
The very
uh,
thing we entertained by.
Yeah, a lot of this shit is perverse, and y'all know and you've been there and you enjoy that shit. So don't try to like single people out and all of that kind of shit
Hmm.
after the fact, man. This whole system runs on everybody's perversity, and not just the guys you want to go after when you're ready to go after them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody, y'all, everybody, like
We
this.
had talked about this earlier. You had said it. You know, like the system is built in a way where like if everybody did do right, niggas could, you know, like the shit could operate properly. You know what I'm saying? It works off our own iniquity. That's what you said.
Yeah, off of collective iniquity. Like if motherfuckers with righteous people and actually believed in all them words that they like to type up in memes, like being patient, being honest, being loyal, um, not being greedy, all of these things, right? That basic morality 101 shit. If everybody were had and possessed and most importantly, uh, uh demonstrated those properties and qualities, they couldn't pull none of the bullshit that they pull on us. None of it. Couldn't. It's not possible.
Facts.
Because one thing that I figured out is uh, loving, cooperative, honest people that are getting along and trading honestly and building together and doing well together. They actually don't need no fucking government. They don't need nobody to tell them what to do. Those are free people. And they're free. Why? Because they know how to operate properly together.
They have
Collect.
we brought it back, y'all, just in case you ain't peeped. They have etiquette. We
Etiquette.
brought it back around. They have etiquette, man.
You know,
They say please and thank you, and
they
they
don't need government. They don't need a government. They can work things out, and they don't need courts. They don't need none of that shit because they're fully grown, mature adults on the planet Earth,
Yep.
and that's some new shit. That's a new concept for y'all. Y'all, y'all need. Y'all like to rape each other. You like to rob each
For
other. You know
sure.
what I'm saying? Y'all niggas need police. Yeah, you need police foot in your ass all the time because you don't know fucking how to act. You
Yep.
like to talk to each other. You like to disrespect each other. Yeah, you need that.
Hmm.
Fully grown, mature creatures that call themselves human beings, men and women,
Right.
do not need those entities. Take that to heart. I'm about done with it. What about you, son?
I'm with it. I'm with you on that. I think we hit a lot of points, and we brought that shit back for them to, you know what I'm saying, sit on it. They got a lot of meat and bones with this, and some jokes. So,
Go. Good. Oh, I think I throw this up there and make some shorts and shit.
oh yeah, definitely. I think this one needs to go up there so they can see the growth. You know what I'm saying? This is our first live. We went live, baby.
Baby. Oh, we had a couple people pop. Ain't do too bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Well, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, first live. Thank y'all.
I
Thank you for the
appreciate it.
support that shows.
Yes.
See y'all next time.
Be safe. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.